In the vast tapestry of human civilization, there exist pockets of mystery and intrigue, cultures shrouded in enigma, often untouched by the outside world and veiled in the unknown. These are the so-called scary tribes, communities that have captured the imagination of those fascinated by the unconventional and the extraordinary. From remote islands to dense jungles, these tribes have, at times, been labeled as eerie or frightening due to their unfamiliar customs, isolation, or misunderstood practices. Number 10. The North Sentinelese Tribe. The North Sentinelese are an indigenous people who inhabit North Sentinel Island, a small and remote island in the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago in the Bay of Bengal. The tribe is known for their isolation from the outside world, as they have consistently resisted contact with outsiders and have not integrated into the globalized society. Due to their isolation and limited contact with the modern world, not much is known about the North Sentinelese people. They are one of the last remaining uncontacted tribes, meaning they have minimal or no interaction with the broader global community. The Indian government has declared North Sentinel Island and its surrounding waters off-limits to protect the tribe and preserve their isolation. Efforts to approach or make contact with the North Sentinelese have generally been met with hostility. The tribe is known to use bows, arrows, and other tools to defend their territory against outsiders. The Indian government enforces strict regulations to prevent any unauthorized visits to the island, both for the protection of the tribe and the safety of outsiders. As a result, there is limited information about the North Sentinelese, and they remain one of the most isolated and least understood human populations in the world. Number 9. The Asmat Tribe. The Asmat people are an indigenous tribe residing in the Papua province of Indonesia, primarily in the Asmat Regency. They inhabit the southwestern coast of the island of New Guinea. The Asmat are renowned for their intricate wood carvings, especially the creation of wooden sculptures and masks. These carvings often depict ancestral spirits, warriors, and other cultural motifs. Asmat art gained international recognition in the mid-20th century. The Asmat believed in the existence of spirits, both benevolent and malevolent, that could influence their lives. Cannibalism was seen as a way to absorb the spiritual essence or power of an enemy, particularly a slain warrior. Consuming the flesh and, in some cases, the brains or other body parts, was believed to transfer the strength and courage of the deceased to the person who consumed them. Traditionally, the Asmat people have relied on a subsistence lifestyle, with hunting, fishing, and horticulture playing key roles in their economy. Sago palm, a staple food source, is crucial in their diet. The Asmat were relatively isolated until the mid-20th century when outsiders, including missionaries and government officials, began to establish contact. This contact brought about significant changes in their way of life and culture. Number 8. The Batak Tribe. The Batak are an ethnic group native to the highlands of North Sumatra, Indonesia. The Batak people are known for their unique culture, distinctive traditions, and historical significance in the region. The Batak people speak several distinct languages belonging to the Austronesian language family. The major subgroups are the Toba Batak, Karo Batak, Simalungun Batak, and Mandaling Batak, each with its own language and cultural practices. Traditional Batak houses are characterized by their distinctive architectural style, often featuring intricately carved woodwork. The houses are raised on stilts and are designed to reflect social status and clan affiliations. The traditional beliefs of the Batak people are rooted in animism and ancestor worship, reflecting a deep connection to the spiritual realm. It's important to note that beliefs and practices can vary among the different Batak subgroups, such as the Toba, Karo, Simalungun, and Mandaling Batak. The Batak believe in a supreme god known as Panggujian or Mulajadi Nabalan. Panggujian is considered the creator of the universe and is associated with ultimate power and wisdom. Ancestors play a crucial role in Batak spirituality. The Batak believe that the spirits of their ancestors continue to influence the lives of the living. Rituals and ceremonies are conducted to honor and communicate with these ancestral spirits. Ancestor spirits are thought to protect and guide their descendants. The Batak believe in the existence of multiple souls within an individual. These souls are thought to have distinct functions and destinations after death. The body, soul, and spirit are all considered integral parts of the human being. Number 7. The Naga Head Hunters Tribe. The term Naga Head Hunters is often a misrepresentation or oversimplification of various indigenous groups in the Naga Hills region, primarily located in the northeastern part of India and northwestern Myanmar. The Naga people are composed of numerous tribes, such as the Angami, Ao, Sima, Lotha, and others. The Kanak warrior tribe is one of the many Naga tribes. But what sets them apart from the rest of the tribes of this northeastern Indian state is their fierce headhunting history, which was part of their strong warrior tradition. Territorial conflicts between rival tribes and villages were resolved through warfare, and Kanyaks were feared for their headhunting skills. They beheaded their enemies and brought back the severed heads as trophies in a specially designed basket that they carried to the battles. The heads were then proudly displayed on the walls and doorways of the warriors. The Indian government put a ban on headhunting in 1960, but Kanyaks say that the tradition continued for a few more years before limited aspects of modernity were accessible in these remote parts of Nagaland. The next generation of the Kanyaks partially embraced a Baptist-based Christianity. In the remote villages of Nagaland, Esmont district, which borders Myanmar, a motley band of elderly former warriors are still visible. Their tattooed faces and torsos bear witness to mortal combat and the once customary headhunting. They still carry the knives with which they killed. Number 6. The Skeleton Clan. The Chimbu, an ethnic and linguistic group, live in the Chimbu, Koro, and Wagi valleys in the mountainous central highlands of Papua New Guinea. The Chimbu live traditional lives, looking after their pigs and crops, and most of their houses are oval or rectangular, with dirt floors, low thatched roofs, and walls woven from flattened reeds. Prior to Christianity, the indigenous Chimbu religion had no organized priesthood or worship. The sun was seen as a major spirit of fertility. Reverence to ancestral spirits was key and placated through the sacrifice of pigs for the general welfare of the living. Over the years, the Chimbu have combined dance with body paint to intimidate enemies and have the psychological edge. Painting their bodies in white clay and ash, their enemies are animated into believing that the Chimbu are not human and have some source of supernatural power. Today, Chimbu dancers paint bones and skulls on their bodies to prepare for a Sing Sing, a festival of culture, music, and dance rather than for tribal war. The Chimbu speak Common, one of the over 800 languages of Papua New Guinea. Number 5. The Suri tribe. The Suri people, also known as the Surma, are a pastoralist ethnic group living in the southwestern part of Ethiopia, particularly in the Binch Maji zone and the Debub Omo zone. They are part of the larger Surmic language group. The Suri are known for their distinctive body painting and decorative practices. The Suri have liking for stick fighting called sajin, more properly called ceremonial dueling. This serves as a rite of passage for young men and brings great prestige. It is especially important when seeking a bride. Such duels are very competitive, at the risk of serious injury and occasional death. At a young age, to beautify themselves for marriage, most women have their bottom teeth removed and their bottom lips pierced and stretched, so as to allow insertion of a clay lip plate. Some women have stretched their lips so as to allow plates up to 16 inches in diameter. Increasing with exposure to other cultures, however, a growing number of girls now refrain from this practice. On the other hand, the men used to traditionally scar their bodies after they killed someone from an enemy group. Together with stick dueling, such a custom, which is quite painful, is said by some observers to be a way of getting the younger Suri used to seeing blood and feeling pain. Their children are sometimes painted with white clay paint, which may be dotted on the face or body. Around 97% of the Suri people are animists. The Suri have a sky god named Timu. Another belief of the Suri is in rainmaking. This skill is passed down through heredity and is only given to one male in specific clans. When his services are needed, the men collect chips from a specific tree. These chips are then masticated and the remaining juice is then mixed with clay. This combination is poured and smeared over the man's body. After this process, rain is expected to fall. Number 4. The Tzlala tribe. The Karubo or Korubu, also known as the Tzlala, are an indigenous people of Brazil living in the lower Vale do Javari in the western Amazon basin. The Karubo language has yet to be classified, but probably forms part of the Pano linguistic family, fairly similar to the languages spoken by the Métis and the Matses who live in territories adjacent to that of the Karubo. Their hunting and weapon of choice is the club, and, aside from poison darts, they use no other ranged weapons. Their workday is about 4 to 5 hours long, and they often live inside large, communal huts known as malokas. Both men and women paint themselves with a red dye from the ruku plant. Another traditional feature of Karubo culture is the half-bowl haircut. Only the hair from the center of the head to the forehead is kept with the rest shaved off with blades of a grass typical to the region. There is also another traditional cut involving shaving almost all the hair, leaving only a band from one ear to the other shaped like a tiara. Karubo men drink a brew made from a vine called toddy to give them strength and skill in hunting. Their diet includes fish, spider monkeys, peccary, birds, wild pig, fruit, manioc, and corn. A leading cause of illness and death within the tribe is by malaria. They have some knowledge of agriculture, making clearings for harvest of crops. A dispute between about 20 members and the main tribe caused the two bands to separate. Number 3. The Masua tribe. The Masua, also known as the Na people, are a small ethnic group living in the mountainous regions of southwestern China, primarily around Lugu Lake in the provinces of Yunnan and Sichuan. Although the Masua are culturally distinct from the Naxi, and they believe in the native Dongba religious, which is based on the belief that both man and nature are two half-brothers born of two mothers and the same father. One of the most distinctive aspects of Masua culture is their social structure, which places emphasis on maternal lineage. In Masua society, property, names, and roles are typically passed down through the maternal line. Additionally, marriages do not involve cohabitation. Rather, men stay in their maternal homes while women are the primary caregivers and heads of households. The Masua are known for their custom of walking marriages or axia. In this practice, couples do not live together. Instead, the man visits the woman's home at night and returns to his maternal home in the morning. The children born from these unions are raised by the mother's family. Lugu Lake is the heart of Masua territory and holds cultural significance for the community. The lake and its surroundings are often referred to as the Women's Kingdom. Fishing and agriculture are essential to their traditional livelihoods. Masua people have distinctive traditional clothing, often characterized by colorful embroidery and handmade accessories. Traditional garments reflect their cultural identity and are worn during special occasions and festivals. The Masua people and their cultural practices have gained attention for challenging conventional notions of family and gender roles. Number 2. The Kazakh Eagle Hunters tribe. The Kazakh Eagle Hunters are not members of a specific tribe but individuals belonging to the Kazakh ethnic group in Central Asia, particularly in countries like Kazakhstan, Mongolia, and parts of China. The practice of eagle hunting has been passed down through generations among the Kazakh people. Traditionally, young Kazakh men learn the art of eagle hunting from their fathers or other experienced hunters. The hunters typically use female golden eagles for hunting due to their larger size and strength. These eagles are trained to cooperate with their handlers and are highly valued for their hunting skills. Eagle hunting holds significant cultural importance among the Kazakh people. It is not only a means of obtaining food but also a demonstration of skill, bravery, and a strong bond between the hunter and the eagle. Eagle hunting festivals, such as the Golden Eagle Festival in Mongolia and similar events in Kazakhstan, have gained international recognition. These gatherings provide a platform for eagle hunters to showcase their skills and celebrate their cultural heritage. Kazakh eagle hunters often wear traditional clothing, including distinctive hats, coats, and other garments, which are both practical for their nomadic lifestyle and reflective of their cultural identity. Number 1. The Yafo tribe. The Yafo tribe is a primitive tribe that lives in the East Sepik province, Papua New Guinea. The tribe who chose to seclude themselves also balked at outsiders who entered their territory. This primitive tribe has different beliefs and customs. To arrive in the territory of this tribe, you have to go along the river for a month. Or if the walk can reach 6 weeks through the forest, which is very dangerous. No wonder the Yafo tribe is so isolated from the outside world. It is estimated that there are still more than 40 isolated tribes in Papua New Guinea. The tribe first came into contact with the outside world in 1988, when British explorer Benedict Allen traveled to Papua New Guinea and accidentally visited their civilization. The writer and adventurer from England tell an interesting story about the fearsome dance of this tribe that greeted him. Allen said they greeted him with a terrifying show of power, an energetic dance featuring their bows and arrows. At that time, Allen, who accidentally met them, was forced to attend a traditional ceremony for 3 weeks, during which he was also tortured. The survival of the Yafo tribe still depends on nature. This tribe consists of hunters, considering they survive by hunting animals on the island. They hunt and gather food from animals and plants, such as building canoes for fishing, catching crabs, and hunting small game with bows, arrows, and spears. Allen, who witnessed the horrors of the Yafo tribe, said that he was impressed by the ability of the members of this tribe to walk quickly through the trunks of trees without any safety equipment. Meanwhile, they trained the women to be spies. Their presence is almost undetectable. So isolated their language is not known by outsiders, even by the tribes close to them. Let our exploration serve as a reminder that, beneath the surface, every community holds treasures of wisdom, stories, and traditions that enrich the global human experience. Let us know in the comments which tribe you don't want to meet. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more captivating explorations.